time, and I got my hair. Steelers Nation Australia. Headband. We'll get you some like high socks. Get you some like these shorts.
Hey,
you're standing up.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
It's like balls of fairy.
So when JJ52 says, will Rhaegar make the 53? No, she's cut. All right, let's go.
You're not going to take Ray, guys. I know a place in Western Pennsylvania where she'll fit right in. Right at the cookie table at a wedding.
She could be my second string long snap.
PhD, call her Dr. Boogie or Dr. Get Down and tell her that she has a PhD. Get down. Like, play the music,
You know what? If she'd had some bling, and looked like LL Cool J and Mama Gonna Knock You Out, she might have won.
Oh my goodness. I always do this. G'day, Steel Nation. Welcome back to, there we are. G'day, Steel Nation. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia and also Steelers Dynasty Podcast. G'day, Bubba. G'day, Shane. What's going on, mates? How are you? How are you both?
I'm living the American dream. We're 1-0.
Feeling pretty good. How are you, Shane?
Yeah. I'm doing great.
I'm That's all he's got. All right. I'm doing pretty good too. So we're going to change this a little bit, and we're going to talk about some breaking news from today. So it might be a little bit of a longer show, but fans love it. You guys always support us out there. 6 in the chat right now. People come in. I do know, and not saying who you're going for, but there's like a political debate on today, apparently. With that person versus that person.
Who?
Yeah.
Who? What?
Who?
What?
So it's probably the wrong timing to go live for Steelers, but it is what it is, right? So we're changing the format today. It's going to be, we're doing top 5 in the offseason, top 5 players, this, and this, whatever. I think we even did top 5 AU groomers, which still hurts my soul that we did that. Probably a bad mistake. Now we're going to turn into, so it's going to be sponsored by HDU. Sponsored by the members out there from Hooly Dooly University out there. You guys are a part of it as well.
I'm
you
a
guys
freshman.
in the fantasy football. First of all, shout out to Shane. He's coming second in the fantasy football. He's got he's got 157 yards. Oh, I don't know how to play. How do I play?
I don't know nothing. I think you're full of crap. I think you did this before.
I've never played.
Come
Guys,
on.
I swear to my kids, I've never done fantasy football.
He's got 157 points, and he beat them to 96. And when you go to, how do I go to his? And the leader was Spokane Steelers, just me. She got 170. I think your biggest player was the Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley had I think 33 points, which is crazy, insane.
I had a couple in the 20s.
Yeah, then you had Josh Allen 31, Mixon 26, great player for Houston.
Wow. Jesus.
I bet you the Bengals missed them. Amari Cooper did nothing for the Browns though, but then you had Chris Godwin and you had Jake Ferguson, Cowboy, got injured. Ezekiel Elliott too. So you're doing really well in the HDU fantasy football. So we're sponsored by that Week 1 awards, and also we're on Steelers Dynasty Podcast as well. I do want to go through a quick few things though, if I can bring them up, if I have them. I've got this one here I want to talk about. So we just got the Steelers have signed Terrell Edmonds wearing 38 and also Corliss Waitman wearing number 8. What are your thoughts, Bubba, around bringing back Terrell Edmonds and Waitman?
I'm okay with Terrell. I think that adds some depth. We probably got him at a good price, and I don't think I wanted him to leave in the first place, to be honest with you. So
a few years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Edmonds, sorry, yeah, and he'll be a backup safety.
Yeah, that's fine,
cool.
and we'll need that, and he already knows the system, so we know what we're getting with him, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. What about yourself, Shane? Are you happy with Edmonds coming back or Waitman? Because Cam Johnson hurt his leg.
No, Edmonds is definitely. I think he's a good pickup. But listen, he knows. He knows the routine in Pittsburgh. He knows where to get where to eat and where not to eat. So
Knows where the bathroom is. Knows where to go. Hey, I don't know if you guys have heard this story. This is one of my pet hates. Devil says here, Gene says, don't talk politics or spiders. I can't stand spiders. Then Devil says,
I hate rats. Like
rats?
I can't stand rats. Like that's a phobia. When I was a little kid and they had the American horror movie Willard, and I just can't. And then this other movie where the rats are about as big as buses. I just field mice or something. I'm like an elephant. I'll scream like a little girl. It's terrible.
I'm the same with the spiders. But the funny thing is, what Jay Devil says here, he says jaywalking. One of my pet hates, right? And this is why it's not really it kind of is. One of my pet hates, you know, when you're at a set of lights, right? When you're sitting at a set of lights, you push the button and both sides stop. The left side, the right side stops. Red light, and then you go for green light to walk, right? One of my fucking pet hates is watching a person cross the road who is about 25 meters or 40 meters from a set of lights on a busy road, by the way. I cannot stand it. There's a road outside my house here, and I see a person waiting on the road thinking, oh, can I go yet? Can I go yet? I'm like, you lazy motherfucker. Just walk push the lights. Well, they're intended to stop for you. You push those lights, then you go over. But they're not smart enough to walk 50 meters to go, oh, that's going to be quicker doing walking this to here, then over there. No, I'm going to wait for about 12 minutes until I get a break. Do you know how you cause that break? By pushing the lights. Pet hate.
You probably don't like the video game Frogger from the 80s.
I just can't handle the logic behind it. Why would you wait there and sit there waiting for a break when you can push a button that causes a break?
People just, I don't know.
We you know, a busy intersection for us is down in Ambrose where, you know, there's like a 5-way or 5 points. There's those lights, right, Bubba?
Yeah. Well, in Indiana, Pennsylvania, they have a Rich Little impersonates
Jimmy Stewart.
So when you press the button, it's like, hey, Jimmy Stewart, watch where you walk. And that's what you do.
You know, that's something that I miss going back, like around Thanksgiving, go back. And It's a Wonderful Life would always be playing at the Coney or Wolfendales or wherever, like around that time of year. And just getting drunk and talking like Jimmy Stewart, but like dirty, like, oh yeah, that's the way I like it. Yeah. Oh, I like that. What you do, Clarence, is you take your finger and you shove it right.
All right, don't
every time a bell rings.
That's a classic movie right there, but you just made it a little bit raunchy.
Do I need to play this for you?
Well, let me show you a trick I learned back in World War II. There was a boy named Philo, and we would go throw a baseball.
Alrighty. All right, let's get back on track. So that's my rant, and I don't know who that bloke is, but I like the voice.
Jimmy Stewart is a famous actor. He was the Indiana County.
It's a Christmas movie.
The Christmas movie. It's a Wonderful Life. He's one of the. He's Vertigo with Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah,
he's one of the greatest Hollywood actors of all time.
Yeah.
Our county is named. He was born in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So
his parents had a hardware store.
Right. Yeah, I know that guy.
My dad used to sell hammers, and I used to give the ladies the hammer.
Is that what he said?
Oh gosh.
Okay, back on track again. So, True Evans, we got the punter. Shout out to Cameron Johnson's a really, really bad injury.
That's terrible.
That's
so bad.
That's that. We all saw his leg bent backwards. I think all Steel Nation are going around. We can all agree on something for once is that he was going to be a great player for us. We've still got a 2-year contract with him, so a 3-year contract. Hopefully, he can bounce back from the injury.
That's the key is bouncing back from that injury is going to be the key. I hope.
Yeah, bouncing exactly what his leg did.
Yeah, it looked bad.
Wow.
On the first thought, I thought it was a flag against us, but it does look like that Killebrew holds the player, then chucks him into the leg, so that kind of sucks. I'm sure Killebrew feels bad. I'm sure that the Steelers are a whole team. I feel like this year they're playing as a team as well, by the way, Phil. I think they're playing good football. Well, they're not playing. It's pretty scrappy, but it's like good Steelers football. They're going to get behind Johnson. I think I think that just overall sucks for him as a person and for our team. So he can bounce back. We signed Corliss Waitman. Other big news I want to get into before we start out the real show. But actually, this is kind of fun too. This stuff as well. When Shane goes on these tangents, you just never know what's going to happen.
You don't know what's coming out of his mouth.
You don't know what's going to happen.
No.
So we had Justin Fields is reporting to start this week if Russell Wilson is out. Thoughts, Shane, on what you think that the Steelers will do? Are they going to go with Oh, is that later or now? Oh.
That's where I get all my answers, guys. I don't know football. I just go through the occult.
I know. I can't believe you predicted it 4 weeks. The fourth game. Now we're already 3 games ahead.
Steven. Get back over
I'm
there.
gonna find that
so pissed.
next week. I think you said something like Justin Fields will start by week 4 because Russell Wilson will have some kind of
Oh yeah,
exactly
he
what
did
I
that. He did say that because that made
I've been
me angry
banging
because
that
I made this bet on FanDuel. I just want Wilson for 5 rushing touchdowns, and
then we laughed. I think we both
you
laughed.
both-
That's
you
I
That's
know
so
we
good.
did.
You
So,
chuckled
I
for a
will-
while.
yeah.
I'm not chuckling now. I'm pissed.
Yeah, but so do we think that Fields is going to start? Is it Tomlin giving away? Because honestly, they're going to go with Fields when Wilson is not healthy, right? But I'm okay if they play Fields. I don't really doesn't bother me.
I'm okay too. I think he can
He played
scramble out
okay.
and block it. I mean, he was elusive. He just got.
It was fun to see a quarterback, wasn't it? Like this run around like that,
Right.
you know.
Well,
But
it's
I
nice
think-
to see a quarterback that like Ben could take a hit, but it was like, oh, let me put my arm back. Like it. A young guy just pops up like Mr. Bean after he gets, beat.
And he had 2 big throws as well. One to Pickens, which was a pass interference, which should have been that was stupid.
Right.
That was
That was a
dumb.
catch.
Then also one of the big ones, he had a first down. He had 70 yards rushing or 60 yards rushing.
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
just got to say, I think it was a bit of fresh air in that sense. I don't mind if Wilson plays and give him a chance too, but I think they're trying to get Fields and see what he is, maybe for a franchise quarterback. That could be a crazy turnaround, right?
I think it benefits the Steelers having him play week 1 versus having him come in week 3, knowing that game 5, 6, and 7 are going to be conference.
I think you even said that.
The
before.
only thing, guys, the only thing that I see that Fields is in a negative thing was that first couple of series when he had people that were open and he underthrew them and he didn't connect.
The first
That was the only bad.
Terrible.
Warren was, Najee was open in the flat, missed him. He just overthrew him or he underthrew him. I think he
was nervous.
I think that's what it
He
was.
even said that.
Yeah.
So
and
also,
so was the center. He was very nervous too. The very first snap of our season was a fumble.
Yep.
And he made 5 yards or 4 yards. It's like,
maybe that was a sign of the times.
But he did. I watched him push some people back. Like, looks like he was pushing a sled.
Yeah. Gene says nerves for sure. Okay. So what was going on with pretty much in a nutshell, what it is from Dell Lolly is head coach Mike Tomlin said Russell Wilson won't practice until Thursday. Team will assess where he's from that point, but team is preparing for Justin Fields right now against Denver. So Russell Wilson is still QB number 1. If he can't play, then he steps in. I think there's misreporting though. People thinking that Justin Fields has QB1 spot right now. He doesn't, but he's filling in to get the reps and play the game.
He's getting the number 1 reps. That's the difference,
He's filling in, yeah. I think though let me know, guys, what you guys think, because I think if they play Fields, this whole revenge game drama won't exist.
Yeah, no.
Denver has nothing. If you play Wilson, it's going to fire him up. Do you think it's better he doesn't play?
I don't think it's going to matter anyway, because like I told you off screen, I watched the Denver game. They didn't impress me at all, and they lost one of their tackles. He's out. So either side, I don't know what side he's playing on, if he's playing on TJ's side or Highsmith's side, somebody's going to have a lot. And look, we're going against a rookie quarterback. Tomlin's very, very good against rookie quarterbacks.
He's like 20, and I think he's 25 and 5 or something like that. 25 and 7, I think, against rookie quarterbacks.
Something like that. So it's astronomical. So I'm not worried about anything. Is just we can't miscue anything. and we can't get anybody seriously hurt in Denver because we can't afford to be losing people
Yeah.
because we've
Like
lost a lot of people lately.
The only real big negative, I think, was the Cameron Johnson for the season. That was huge, right?
I can't make any Burns comments or Bill Burr comments the whole goddamn season now.
Not till next year.
That's half our material.
I know. That's we don't have nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Making fun of him.
Close it up next season. Right? All right. So let's get into it. Let's get into all these HDU awards. First of all, we're going to go through some top 3 players. So we're going to choose. So week 1, I'll do my graphics way better. Next week, I'll have our points for the players. The idea is 3 players. The first player gets 3 stars. Second player of yours gets 2 stars or credits or whatever or points. And the third player that gets 1 star. And then at the very end of the season, we'll have ultimate winner. Also, try and make your top player your MVP. They'll get 5 points. And we'll go around the table. And then also we'll do a player of the day or player of the game for what we saw. You can choose anyone, by the way, and you can back it up with what you want to say. And it's a bit like hockey. So I'll start with you, Bubba, first. Who would be getting your 3 points? And then we'll do 3, 2, 1, go around the table. Then we'll do the absolute legend of the week, which I think we all, and by the way, we can choose the same person. I think we all know who's going to be. Who's your 3?
Well, I'm not going to choose this for because I'm going to choose him for the legend of the week, but I'm going to take my first pick. I'm going to take Spencer Anderson.
For 3 points.
Yes. Wow. Because he came in, he's never, he came in and he had to solidify that offensive line. They did very, very well in the second half. He was pushing people around. So he's not going to get a lot of awards, but I'm going to give him something. So I'm taking Spencer Anderson.
You didn't see him make too many mistakes, did you? I think no. On the line. Just kind of, he's a 7th rounder. He got his chance. He was now filling in for Isaac Marlowe. I like how you went the offensive line there. That's pretty cool. So Spencer Anderson gets 3. So then, every week we can choose different people or choose the same people, have the tally at the very end. I did this once with Maddie from Steelers TDU, I think 2 years ago on BTSC. It was kind of fun getting players points and I think we're like the PWF, the pass, rush, win rate specialist we are. So we can give out points and then in power rankings and all that kind of stuff. Shano, who would you give 3 points to or 3 stars?
Oh man, he's back. He got his deal signed. Cam the man, Cam Hayward.
Cam. I was thinking, okay.
He's back and he's back to the way he was playing ball 3 years ago. So
he was playing pretty good.
They had I think him in combination with Watt. You have some D-backs that actually can ball out. You got a new free safety who's a stud. Along with him playing good ball, Kirk Cousins had 2 interceptions. I mean, it's madness that defense is fantastic. So,
did you see the Montravius Adams sack as well with Cameron Hayward? That was like I don't know how to explain that. It was just so awesome to watch. They both did the same move, move around chuck them over, good night, and bang, yes, bang, and I was like, whoa, that was so cool.
if unfortunately there's not going to be breakdancing in Los Angeles because Ray Gunn would be pulling that move out.
She's still topic of conversation in Australia.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She's still going on podcasts and she's still whinging and whining because no one likes her. Ray Gunn is apparently went from world number 1 to world number 4. If she's 4, I'm 2. I don't get it. I just don't get how she is a breakdancer.
Did you see the high school kid who scored a touchdown and did that almost half of the dance? Came in and did this and then did the side thing.
Oh, to mock.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Good. Yeah, I think the media is trying to get everyone to love her, but most Australians, you walk past them down the pub, they go, "Ray Gunn, I could do that. Be easy."
Everybody, I could do that.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Gene says Cam got that new groin.
He got a new groin.
That's right.
No. The $6 million groin.
And Jado says, 25-5 against rookies. Ooh. Look out, Bo Nix.
That's some stats. Hey, my man Mark pulling out the stats.
I think it was that. I think it was at 20, I think 25 and 5, something like that. Yeah, from memory. And how bad do I know that? Okay, and how bad that Jedel knows it too. All right, so you got Anderson, Cam. I'm going to go 3, man. Mine's easy. TJ Watt. Like TJ Watt was absolutely unbelievable in this game. I love the fact when he was so pissed off yelling at the refs too, because they took away the flags. And do you guys remember the offside call?
Yeah, what offside call?
It was
there
no
was none.
offside
It was a
call.
bullshit call.
Yep.
The refs apologized the next day.
They're not going to let him get 3 sacks in the first game like that.
That's crap. That doesn't help us. He got 2 sack forced fumbles. He recovered one of them.
A walk-off strip sack.
It's just, I don't know why they don't want him to be the best player in the NFL. They keep talking about the quarterbacks and all this kind of stuff, and
they're going to make him. They're going to make him the best player because he's going to be so pissed. He's going to get 23 and a half, 24. He's going to get those sacks.
Well, yeah. So he had 1 this game, and he could have had 3.
Yep.
So that sucks because
wait till Sunday when he does get 3.
Yeah, hopefully no flags. Because I think there was one of them where Dante Jackson pushed the guy's helmet. That's like 50-50. I kind of understand that. The offside one reminded me of the Joe Hayden.
You know how he like does the kick?
Yeah.
I want him to rip someone's head off and just punt that mofo.
Yeah. Should be our new punter. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a certain point, I think there's something in the NFL is going, I don't know what they're trying to do. They don't want him to be the face. It's just really weird. Too many Watts, too many Steelers to be the face. I don't get it. That offside, they apologize. Now the refs, there's zero consequence with the refs.
They make
nothing.
$5,000 a game. There shouldn't be any fucking mistakes.
If you make a mistake, they should be fined.
They should be penalized.
That way, give money back. And they won't throw it. They won't throw
$500.
Something. You take it out of their pocketbook, they'll fucking call the right plays.
They say as well because he looked like he was offside. I felt like he was offside. He wasn't offside. He timed it. Imagine Troy. Imagine Troy getting midway in the air, like calling on Troy. Remember that time he jumped over? A few times he jumped over the
every
scrimmage?
Time probably.
Yeah,
1 out of 10.
No flags back then. But
also, too, the tackle actually moved too. The tackle moved at the same time that TJ was going across. It's not like I'm by. I mean, that the tackle moved. TJ was fucking right there.
The next play too was a touchdown by Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, exactly.
And because I think the defense was like, "Oh, we did. What can we do now? We're probably that would deflate you." I don't know if you guys play football, right? Like that must deflate you when you get something good and you got to do it again.
Yep, you're like,
when you have a stop. You have a stop on 3rd down and then they score on 4th. Like that's demoralizing.
Yeah. Especially when you got a good play, and they take it away from you like that.
Yeah, reset it.
Like you got you know what I mean? You got everything, and they take it away from you.
You did it twice.
But yes, yeah.
So yeah,
I just think they should deduct some of their salary, and then they wouldn't be making these stupid calls anyway. Because once they get hit in the pocketbook,
well, what's the
they'll
point?
realize
what's the fucking point of an apology when it doesn't
matter?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, after the Super Bowl, the Steelers could have won a Super Bowl, but we got TJ Watt with no.
You know what? You should be allowed, like, not maybe 1 a game, but like 1 challenge of a penalty like that.
A defensive challenge.
A defensive challenge, at least like 1 a game or 1 every 2 games, where you don't have a lot.
But even the upstairs, the cameras upstairs should go back and go, well, the ball moved and he's still behind the line. TJ Watt was that good that he tricked the refs and thought he was
picked the penalty or picked the flag up. It's like no penalty.
Yeah,
but they won't. Got it upstairs.
They never do that stuff. And our Steelers always wear it. I still go back to the kick. Joe Hayden blocked field goal when he was apparently offside, but he blocked the kick, and we apologize next week. It's like, how? How can you just?
If they apologize, they should be they have to pay back some of their money.
There's something going on there. I still think the NFL is a bit rigged in that certain sense where they wanted to be a closer game. That's why we won by 8 points, not by 20 points. Anyways, my guy's TJ Watt, because he's fired up, dude. He's going to win defensive MVP for sure. He's fired up. Bubba, what about your 2 points or two credits for
my 2 credits?
Next player.
I'm going to go with George Pickens. I think he had a good game.
I like that.
I think he had a good game. That wasn't pass interference in my eyes because
another one, yeah.
But it wasn't. Yeah, that's another piss poor offensive. That's not offensive pass interference. He was going for the ball. So that's another referee debacle. So, and he almost had 100. He almost had 100 yards. So, and that's with Justin Fields, a quarterback. So the only bad thing he did, like we said, was when Ben said on his podcast that he has to block and make sure he's blocking people. That's all. That was the only negative thing that I've seen out of that on that Van Jefferson little pass where he didn't block and it got blown up. But other than that, he still had a great fucking game, and I'm taking Pickens.
What are your thoughts, Shane, on Pickens?
I thought he did fantastic, but he didn't make my list.
Yeah, I don't think he made mine either. Oh, no, he did make mine, actually.
No.
Yeah.
I have, in his place, I have Boz.
Boz. So wait. So Boz is not your MVP?
No, Boz is my number 2 on here.
But not your what? Okay. What? Okay.
Your list.
You'll see my MVP. You'll understand.
All right. Boswell scored all the points, 18 points. You know what?
But it's like, but that's what he's supposed to do. It's like clockwork. He's supposed to draw, Now, the thing that put him on the list is the amount, the volume, and the fact that there are multiple 50-yard field goals.
There's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time in
on
Steelers history, I think, getting
list.
3 50s. And also, it was the highest.
Cam made it higher than Boz is because Cam hasn't played like that in a couple years. I haven't seen him play that well, so it kind of just jumped off the page. But Boz, he's a freak.
This bloke, the Wizard of Boz. I made that channel. I got the AI image of the wizard there with like the scythe or whatever.
Basically, superimposed Boz on my body.
I like the ears though.
Yeah.
That's my trick or treat outfit.
That's like your beard over that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we got the Shane down here, double Shane.
Yeah, see, that's my outfit there.
Ho ho ho!
No, it definitely has to be up there for sure. Boswell was clutch, but you're right. They're paid to do that. That's his job. Goes out there. He's a professional and nails it through. 6 for 6.
It's like It's like long snappers or centers. Like they don't get the love that they deserve. But I'm
that's a hard position though. That's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure to snap that ball. A lot of pressure to hold it. And there's definitely a lot of pressure to kick the fucker through the uprights in a hostile environment.
I got a stat when I do my MVP around Boswell and Justin Tucker. That's very close, and people always talk about Tucker, but Boswell was very close to being. Tucker. Yeah, it's right.
Yes.
Alrighty. So my number 2 is going to go with the defensive performance, and that was Jalen Elliott. This is the safety. I thought he played fantastic. I thought he jumped into a role like another position where we haven't had the best second man next to Minka. You didn't really hear Minka too much either. Minka was very quiet in a sense, had one big tackle, but the secondary did such a great job. I've got Elliott because he had a pass breakup. He had some good tackles. I thought he played himself into be like a stealer. Like our defense and secondary now is you could have chosen anyone to be number 2 or number 1. I think that in that sense. So I'm going to go him number 2. I thought he was fantastic and fun to watch. Number 25 flying around. Bubba, what about your number 1 point or 1 credit?
Okay, Devil, you're right. It was a home game because there was a lot of Steeler fans there. Actually, somebody was actually picking on Kirk Cousins' family down there.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know who that was? That was Pittsburgher Matt Light, the comedian.
Really?
It was Matt Light because I seen it on Facebook.
I saw that video of that. Yeah.
And I'm like, I go to the one guy, I go, you telling me that was that Matt? And he's like, Bubba, it was Matt. And I'm like, holy shit. Because he's a comedian. He lives in Dallas, Texas now, but he still goes to the games. And he was bashing Kirk Cousins.
There was like a whole row of them all together.
Yeah. It was him, which is funny.
What do we think about Kirk Cousins' contract?
Too much.
And for him. Yeah.
Not worth it.
As well.
Not worth it. He looked like a statue back there. I'm glad. What's that?
Yeah, he's got 2 picks. He got sacked as well. I think he's way too much.
$180 million. Like I said, his agent got him everything under the sun and got him that contract, but he ain't worth it.
That's Powerball money. That's like winning the lottery. I mean, he's back there just kind of like.
He's like, man, I don't even know why I'm here in Atlanta. I don't even know if I'm going to survive this game with TJ Watt and the Steeler defense hanging on me it's bad enough I don't break my neck or rip my other Achilles.
He's like, can I get my reading glass? I want to see what time it is because
Yeah.
guess what?
It's not for me to go in a jacuzzi.
It's fucking payday.
Well,
Whoops.
This is I got what for
One
my number
credit.
one. Okay,
Third
one
best
credit. Okay, the third best player, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of them. I'm going to go with Joey Porter Jr. for shutting down London and only having them 7 yards. I went off the marquee here.
Before you go into it, I want to bring up one thing that you guys might not have seen yet before Bobby goes into the JPJ talk, right? Check this out. This is crazy. First half, the Steelers allowed 175 yards, right? And this is the reason why they had such good defense. 6 yards per play, pass yards 136, 12 first downs, completions, right? The left-hand side was like, oh, it was an okay half, not the best. Second half adjustments, they come out there, and including JPJ, was 2.4 yards, 51 yards total. Pass yards, 1. I didn't know that. 1.
I didn't know that either.
1. So I don't know where JPJ was because he got a bit hurt. He might have came back, but 1.
Well, he
one
did get hurt,
yard.
and he did come back. He went to the tent, and then he came back out.
That is unbelievable. 1 pass yard.
Because he only had London for 7. London only got 7 yards. So
I don't know. You have a pass yard for 1, then pass yards attempt is 2.4. I don't know if that makes sense. Three first downs, 3 pass completions.
And most of that in the first half come on that first drive and second drive. The first 2 drives of Atlanta was a lot of the yardage. Other than that, the second half, the Steelers shut them down, and then they had that long drive where they went, for the 4th down, but they still had a long drive, and then they had the ball most of the second half. TJ Watt was sitting on the sidelines just looking at the, his iTablet there, ready to go.
That's pretty wild, though. I think getting 1 pass yard, if that's correct, I think it's correct. So 50 yards running, 1 pass yard, and the third down completion is 0 for 5. That's pretty outstanding numbers for a defense to come from the sheds.
They should be the number 1 defense of week 1 right there.
Yeah. So you've got JPJ for 1 point because who did he shut down? Drake London for 12.
7 yards, I believe. From what I read, 7 yards is all he got. I could be wrong.
I think it was 12 yards, 2 catches. I think.
Well, that's good. 12 yards. I can walk from my mailbox. Fucking from here to my mailbox longer than London got any pass receptions.
15 yards, 2 receptions.
15 yards. Yep, 15 yards to my mailbox and back, and I'm good.
Maybe he should be number 3 or MVP. That's pretty crazy. Funhouse says he'd make a shirt for the Wizard of Oz. That could be a cool shirt.
Right there.
Cool shirt.
You should have him slaying some dragons or
you just type into AI does all for you.
Have him killing something. Have him kicking a football through like a dragon or an ogre or something like Lord of the Rings.
Like those old Marine commercials where like they're killing a zombie while they're having sex with the dragon while they're wearing like the getting a tattoo.
Are you sure
that time?
What were you watching, Jano?
That was actually in the 90s. That was a Marine Corps commercial. That's why Donnie Fulmer joined the Marine Corps.
Because
to have sex with dragons.
Because that commercial was so manly.
Oh my God.
Nothing takes in a dragon like rooting it. Am I right?
Wow.
That's how you get them.
And the dragon has to do the slut shame walk the next day.
Is the dragon breathing fire or just smoke?
Oh my goodness! Raiding the castle. Okay, so I always get stumped, Shane, on your answers. They're great. I didn't even know what your number 1 was yet.
Deshaun Elliott's my number 1 guy. The guy.
We got both the same guy. Oh, I like that. So in the tally, he now gets 3. You know what I mean? We'll use all these. I like that.
He was fantastic, guys. I mean, those are big shoes to fill. That's a tough position, and guys, you guys crap on Cousins, but he is a veteran quarterback.
I'm crapping on him because he looks
Aiden
like
got it
robotic.
Right. That's exactly what the commercial was.
Robotic, terrible.
Gene says, have him kicking a Bengals helmet through uprights. If I could draw, I'd do that.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
that'd be cool.
A severed skull of the Bengal fans.
Adrian's like, yeah, he's just laughing at your comment. Killing a dragon while having sex with a zombie.
That's right.
Well, I don't know. I guess so.
Yeah.
Elliott was fantastic, right? He was such a good addition to this crew, right? Safety. So, yeah, definitely deserved of 1 point. My 1 point, though, I'm actually going to give it to George Pickens, too. Actually, I thought about giving it to Najee. I even thought Najee or Fields. Then I thought, George Pickens played pretty awesome. Had 2 big catches and 1 big catch, too. I don't know, Shane and Bobby remember this. He wasn't touched.
No.
Why did the refs throw the flag when he fell over?
Paying attention. That's 3
The
times.
push off.
3 times.
Push off.
That one too. The push off was bad, but there was another catch where he caught the ball. He fell over, got up, started running again.
He didn't touch the ground.
He
didn't touch the ground, and he took off, and then they called him back to where he got the catch.
No player touched him, and the ref said, "Oh, you went down like college."
Yep.
So there's something going on, mate.
Three miscues from the refs that we on this show that we pointed out.
It's like we're playing Kansas City.
Oh, well, I can't wait for that.
Oh, I'm going to be so mad in the stands.
I'll be so pissed.
You know what? You need to stick the whistle up Mahomes' ass so they can blow it.
Like I can only imagine for.
Now that's an image right there.
Patrick, I'm going to pull your pants down so I can blow the whistle.
Can we do that on YouTube? I don't even know.
No, probably not. Well, you never know. Just put a black spot.
Hey?
Nick silhouette.
Yeah. Jesus Louises. They definitely give him a lot of time, and Mahomes. They give him
so much
flags.
Time.
They give
so much time. And then he throws the ball underneath and he gives the completion. He rolls it up his shoulder and his shoulders bounces off and Travis Kelce catches it.
But they definitely give him like a personal yellow flag is for him with his name on it. But definitely, I thought George Pickens played pretty good football. He's very, very, as Bubba said, needs to be more physical on the line. That's for sure. That'll come in time, hopefully. We'll just block better. But the guy's physical, man. He can get his 50-50
he catches everything thrown to him.
60-40. It's unbelievable.
Catches everything.
His way. All right, so let's go into. We'll do. Let's do MVP right now. I'll go through to Shane first because I want to hear Shane's. Who's your?
Mine's gonna be. You won't be surprised.
Your absolute legend of the week, right there. Who's your week 1 absolute legend? Your MVP.
He's a legend, without a doubt. Mr. TJ Watt.
Do the kick.
Oh, you got shorts on again?
I wear shorts all the time, man.
Oh God.
I save my thong for Thursdays.
Okay.
Yeah. Thong Thursdays, is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with that. I was even tossing up between Boswell and TJ Watt. TJ Watt is definitely that game was just absolutely insane. How does one improve off that?
Well, first of all, the first play just set the tone for the entire game. That's why he's the MVP. I mean, he was like a monster, a man possessed. And he's the thing of it is, this isn't like a one-off game. He's played like this before. The game, the week before he got hurt last year, he played out of his mind, and this I just can't wait.
I think every game he plays out of his mind.
He looks so pumped up too. When he was yelling at the ref, I just thought, like, man, don't mess with him today. Getting held to him pretty much every pass, rush,
his
win rate.
head's being held. He's trying to come around. I mean,
he was getting held every play. Every play he was getting held.
Every play.
What did he get? I think. Let me go to his stats. So his stats were still pretty good too. He had 1 recovery because of the fumble, the stuff up. He had 4 tackles, 2 solo, 1 sack, and 2 tackles for a loss. So I think the tackles for a loss are different to the other tackles, hopefully. So it'll be 4 tackles, so 6 tackles in total. So 7 plays. 2 tackles for a loss and a sack, but he should have had 3 sacks.
Right.
Without those penalties.
He would have been defensive player of the week.
Yeah.
He might already be defensive. He might be.
Did you see him levitate? Like, there was a fumble. The guys were maybe a foot away, and he managed to go 3.5 feet and get to that ball before they even had a chance to.
Oh, he beat all three of them.
He's so switched. How is he? Like he's so switched on, isn't he? To the actual game of like when the ball snapped, bang! I'm there to my quarterback. I know exactly where to be at the right time. And the fumble, as soon as it happened, he was the only guy that jumped first to get it.
I think it's instincts. His instincts are so good.
I think he has a DeLorean and a flux capacitor and Doc Brown, and he just can time travel. He just knows where shit's gonna be. I mean, he has that almanac. Oh, Kirk Cousins on play 3. How else?
Yeah, he's honestly amazing, and I'm so glad we have him. And I think too, the Steelers players come to play for him too. If you know you've got TJ Watt on the other side, you're going to be pumped up to play. So that's a good MVP. I reckon that's a great MVP.
And he's in the lineup. More chances the Steelers win when he's in the lineup anyway. So it's like 98%.
And here's the thing: I don't want to shit on your MVP, but without Watt, they're not kicking field goals.
That's very true.
You're gonna have to go for touchdowns because you're playing from behind. And the Steelers aren't built that way.
I was gonna choose because mine is Boz, but I go to yours first, Bubba. Who's your MVP?
Mine is Boz.
Boz, the Wizards. We both go Boz.
Because without him making it, like 57 yards, 54, 52. Look, it still takes. He's not automatic because you don't want to say that because I don't want to jinx him. But he could have kicked from 60 with ease. And it's not his fault that they're not scoring touchdowns. He's getting a chance to score field goals. He's taking the opportunities when he get them. So he's doing that. So, I mean, the last couple of years he's been the MVP for the. I'm taking him fucking every game known to mankind. It's either TJ or him, him or TJ, whole time, all the time. Like, until we get our offense up to par and we're scoring touchdowns, he's still going to score. And they don't have to go that far then. If he's kicking almost 60-yarders, they don't have to go. If they stall, boom, he's kicking a field goal. We're still getting something. And hopefully our special teams pins them down in the 10 and the 5.
You flip the field. I mean, you're on the 40, you flip the field. All of a sudden,
that's where TJ Watt comes in after that in the defense.
That's right.
So, I mean, plus he punted a fucking ball. I mean, hey, I didn't know who was punting. I was like, who the hell's going to punt? Like, oh my God, I saw,
Johnson. How did he do punting? Because I don't recall.
43.
Like,
43 yards he punted. That was a good
bad.
punt.
It's a good punt, and they got some good coverage as well from Scotty Miller.
Got some hang time too.
Because Gene said Scotty Miller with the hold. He was up there too. I'm very nervous about that.
I was nervous too.
Most of these kickers punted and kicked in college.
Yeah, because he also Chris Boswell punted in the preseason game. I think with the Texans, we was with them years ago, 10 years ago. So he's up there for sure. Chris Boswell's my guy too. I want to go through some stats as well though, because we always talk about Justin Tucker, who's like the future Hall of Famer, right? The kicker. So in his career, Tucker has 90% field goals, okay? And just quickly, in Boswell's career, he has 87.5. Pretty close. To being almost similar.
Mark, here's the difference. Heinz Field, Acrisure Stadium, is one of the hardest places
to kick,
to boot a football.
Because the wind, right? It's all the wind going around.
The winds change direction. The field is usually hot dog shit by the time November rolls around. Because the whippy old playoff games and championship games are there.
Because it blows. The rivers blow.
And then the wind. You have the field getting tore up because of the high school games championships being played. It's not turf. And then the wind. And then, if you're kicking farther south, that ball, the dense, you guys, it's hard to kick in Pittsburgh.
Well, I'm just saying, like, everyone gives Tucker like he's the best kicker ever in the world, but quietly, Chris Boswell is just as good or second best. So even when I go to stats for the last 3 years since 2022, From 50, Tucker is 9 for 14. And he's does a few more kicks, 1 for 5 in 2023, then 0 for 1. Chris Boswell from 50, he is from 2022, 7 for 9, 6 for 7. So he's missed 3 field goals from 50, and yet no one talks about him.
I think that one he missed. I think that one he missed was like it was cold as shit out. One of them was like when he missed. It was so cold and windy. I think Tomlin's just like, hey, go try it. So I think I already knew that he was.
I think it was last year where he got the 49 or something like that, or 51 or something. Then there was a penalty. He got driven back 5 yards and missed.
Yeah.
Something happened. Oh, that's right. One of the players, yet again, the refs. I think one of our right tackles had his head over the ball, and it was determined he wasn't over the line.
Right.
So
they apologized the next day.
Yeah, like normal, right?
Right.
That's my guy as well. As Boswell was my MVP, so he gets 5. There's nothing wrong giving TJ Watt 5 as well. Definitely. So I want to bring that though. The fact that it has pretty similar stats to Tucker, yet no one talks about Boswell in that sense. Except maybe Steelers fans who we appreciate.
We don't get any national recognition anyway. The only reason why we're getting national recognition now is what quarterback we're playing. Other than that, that's it. Usually we don't get shit. No one talks about us. It's
Shannon Sharp and Stephen A have been talking a lot about the Steelers the past couple weeks. So
man, who's the other one? Skip Bayless.
He was going wild on us before the season. They're giving us all 4th. I haven't seen too many national heads give us the Steelers anything. I'm going on my show tomorrow, the AFC North Roundtable.
Oh, you can talk shit and be like,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Talk it up too.
I'm ready to go because they're gonna say that the blokes are awesome. The guys are good, but most of the fans in the chat, they're gonna say, well, the Steelers had an easy team than the Falcons. I thought the Falcons were a hard team. Looking at it, I thought Cousins should have played better. I thought that Robinson's a pretty good running back.
Yeah, their offenses.
They have all these weapons.
Yeah, an away game in the NFL, there's really no easy layups. I mean, just come on. This isn't college football. You're not playing like an FCS school.
Well,
that dog doesn't hunt.
The Cincinnati fans should be crying because the Patriots are not the Patriots of old. I mean, I don't even know who the goddamn quarterback is, and they got beat. So if anybody from Cincinnati shouldn't say anything.
Bob, I do want to talk about them just a minute as well about the AFC North because I think that's just hilarious how they lost in these games. Big shout out to Ray. Thank you, Ray. All of my Boswell jersey, no regrets, dude. Keep representing well. Keep grinding. Thank you, Ray, mate. Much appreciated.
Thanks, Ray.
For Steel Nation Oz. Ray, make sure you check out these blokes too in the same chat. Bubba and Shane have their own show called Steelers Dynasty Podcast. So we do a joint show every Tuesday for you, Wednesday for me, if I can find it. Check them out on YouTube as well. At this same time, and we just go back and forth and do the awards. I appreciate that. I looked into buying a Boswell jersey yesterday. Fellas, guess how much it would cost me in American dollars to get it shipped here?
$139 total.
$250 total. $250 total.
About $230 American to get one jersey shipped.
You should just wear your underwear on the flight over.
Well, just fly one over here and it's cheaper.
We'll clothe you.
Yeah.
You come over here naked and we'll put some clothes on you.
I looked last night, it was about $230 American, and it converted to Australian, it's $340 to get one jersey shipped.
No, don't do it.
So I'm going to wait. Anybody over there that does custom jerseys from China, you get like 5 or 6 of them for $25 a piece.
I'll just go down the south side and go to all the shops and get some stuff like that. But I want to get a Boswell one too, because I think Boswell is fantastic. Like he's up there for sure. Something different, unique too. Number 9, Boswell, cool name, you know.
Norm Johnson was 9 too.
Who's that?
Norm Johnson when he kicked for the Steelers. Norm every time he kicked.
What year was that?
Oh, that was 93, 94, 95. Okay. He was in the Super Bowl against the Cowboys. Norm. He did that onside kick. Deion Figures recovered. We almost upset the fucking Cowboys, but Neil O'Donnell threw it to Larry Brown.
I gotta go back and watch some of these games. Obviously,
you were young. I don't even know if you were born yet.
No.
No, either.
But yeah, look. I'm gonna get a Boswell or something, but I do want to go back to when I finish this the awards off. Then for the last segment, I want to talk about the AFC North because I think that the Browns and the Bengals are horrible, and we want to talk about the Watson contract. But before we do, what's the play of the game, Bubba? Your very one play of the game that outstood the most. Like, oh my goodness, that happened.
It's a negative play for me. The negative play of Johnson out with injury was the worst. Was that play just hindered, what we could have been doing and what he could have done this year. Like, we signed him for this off season and he didn't even, you know what I mean? Just a freak accident getting blocked into, so that was that play right there. Did a lot of damage. Well, there were some great plays on the field and we won, but that one play cost us a lot. And now we have to regroup in our special teams. So
it's a huge loss. It's a massive loss.
Huge loss.
Yeah, it sucks. I didn't know you were going to go in that direction, but
I wasn't going to, but I was like, man, yeah. I mean, if it didn't happen, we wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't even be talking about how great he was because he had like over 50-yard kicks.
Yeah,
we'd be talking about we got a punter.
One of the 22 punts, and the last one must have been when he got hurt because only punted the ball twice.
Yeah,
that was near the end of the game. So yeah, definitely going to miss him all year, and hopefully the bloke can step up in Corliss Waitman. So we wish him well, and he's playing for a contract next year because Johnson will get his job back, and then Waitman's playing for a job somewhere else. So hopefully it works out. Shano, what about your play of the day, or ESPN play of the day?
It was that first. It didn't count. It was the play that didn't count. The play that never was, because it set the tone for the whole game. And that was our boy TJ Watt just crushing it, just anticipating the snap, getting there. And if you don't count that, if you don't want to count that, then count his last sack. That last sack he had at the very end of the game. So bookmark,
and
two great plays.
His bow too, to say
the bow.
Shut the fuck up, refs.
I want to see a curtsy. Next time show how big his balls are. Do a curtsy.
I think the play that you're talking about as well. He did a swim move, got held, and forced fumble recovery.
Yeah, walk off.
But people talk about this stuff with Myles Garrett, and he got a sack on the weekend too. Michael Parsons, these dudes, and Max Crosby. You put on film where he apparently jumped over the line. He got held, come round, he sacked him, then got the fumble recovery. He did everything to get the ball back to be himself.
Yep.
Mate, he's unbelievable. We should be and this is why we have a chance to go to the playoffs because of him. Because he's there on the outside.
That's the biggest reason. That's probably the biggest reason. That and Boswell. He's the biggest reason why we'll get to the playoffs.
You need a quarterback to keep about a C-, C+ between that.
Fields did that. He ran when he had to. He threw in some good passes. Played kind of average, but he did okay. Didn't turn it over like people expected to as well. I'm getting fired up, man. It was already bloody Tuesday.
That's
Wednesday.
okay. Get fired up.
Wednesday. I like that. I like that play. My play is a bit different. I think this was almost to the house call. Mine was Dante Jackson. Pretty much, he ran more yards than Deontay Johnson as well in his game. Dante Jackson picked the ball off. It was a really bad pass caused by some pressure. Picked it off. Then you had the Queen leading the way and Peyton Wilson. We haven't talked about him at all this episode. Peyton Wilson played some good downs too in 3 tackles. And then Dante Jackson almost to the house. He broke through and was like a foot tackle away, an ankle tap away from the
Dante looked great. He played.
That was fun.
He played. Now you have 2 cornerbacks instead of just 1.
Yeah, that to me was like reminiscent of like 2016, 15, 2008. Pick it off and like, who's that guy? Oh, it's Jackson. He's a new guy. Runs down the sideline, could have scored, and that would have been 20-something, 21-10 or whatever. We would because he put him in the field goal range to win, to be 18-10. So he ran down the sideline, got 50 yards. And I think with his stats too, because he played pretty good football. Dante Jackson, he had 1 interception, 49 yards. He ran half the field. That's fantastic. The Steelers defense got 3 turnovers.
And we got the better Dante because the other Dante in Carolina got like 16 yards.
Yeah, nothing. And people worried about that. They're worried.
Yep.
And
every time I hear Dante, I think of Little Nicky, Adam Sandler.
Oh, the Devil movie one?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie? That's not one of my favorite. What's your favorite one?
Happy Gilmore and then The Wedding Singer.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore's right there for sure. What's the one when he's a kid?
Billy Madison.
Oh no, Billy Madison. I'm sorry,
Billy Madison.
I would say Billy Madison, then Happy Gilmore, and then the Wedding Singer. Yeah.
When's the one when he has a kid? What's that
That's
one
Big
called?
Daddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's that. And then was it 50 Dates or something?
51st Dates.
51st
Dates with Drew Barrymore. Yeah, that's like
he does all the work, and then you got to start again.
Yep, every day.
Yeah. Jeez. Speaking of all the work, didn't Watson get another charge against him?
Well, I just read that Browns are looking to cut him.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. So in the last few 20 minutes and whatnot, what the situation, Shano, with the franchise with the Browns? They're fucking terrible.
They could mess up a wet dream. They could F up a wet dream.
Their contract with Watson is huge, and if they cut him, he got to deal with $100 million. He sucks, by the way, with the Browns. If I don't know if you guys know the Browns, I'll find the Brown stats.
What about Baker Mayfield looking pretty good?
They messed up. That'll be the greatest debacle in Cleveland. Why would you get rid of somebody to beat the Steelers in the playoffs? Even though we beat ourselves, but he did beat us in the playoffs. But why would you get rid of him? Like, he didn't get a fair shake. Now look at him.
Awesome. He's one of my. I was kind of hoping they would have got Baker in the offseason to bring him in.
I would have took Baker.
Yes, sir.
I would have took Baker. Right. I mean, I was hoping.
Imagine Baker with this defense. He can still pretty mobile, good arm, football guy. 4 touchdowns on the weekend.
Yep.
Like, as a Brown, didn't like him, but as a Buccaneer, he can almost have a chance to win their division.
And he wouldn't have cost much either, I don't think, if we'd have picked him up before Tampa Bay.
Yeah, a couple Giant Eagle, a couple Sheets gift cards, and maybe
a couple hoagies from Sheets. Yeah.
So let me bring up, if I can, and I'll zoom in a bit. I'm going to bring up his stats for Deshaun Watson's stats, because I think the Browns are they have their Nick Chubb. They've lost a few tackles here and there. I think they're in a downfall. They say they're going to go win Super Bowl this year, but I reckon they're in a downfall. If and I've heard too that Watson doesn't even want to play for him. If there's been reports that he doesn't,
you might as well cut him.
Right. Here's the stats from the Cowboys, by the way. Smashed him 33-17. And the last touchdown to Judy was a garbage touchdown for 7 points. So it should have been 33-10. Now, in these stats, right, Deshaun Watson went 24-45, 169, 1 TD, 2 interceptions, which the last touchdown shouldn't have counted, and because it was garbage time in the fourth quarter, and 6 sacks. You're telling me that team's better than the Steelers?
No. You have something to bring up tomorrow when you do your little round table shit.
Oh yeah,
I want to change my.
Hey guys, I've been quiet. Now I'm gonna start bashing each one of you guys, and this is why I'm bashing you. Like Justin Fields, the only thing he didn't do was he didn't score a touchdown. He didn't throw for a touchdown. He probably got better stats than Watson. Pretty close.
Yeah, yards he did. Yards, and I think yards rushing and yards.
And he didn't throw that. He didn't attempt that many.
He got better yards rushing, and I don't know, did he fumble too? Oh, he fumbled as well. Deshaun Watson fumbled the ball as well, recovered by Joel Batonio.
Trifecta.
So I'm just thinking, I think Watson doesn't want to be there. I've heard reports, I've seen other videos of Browns fans saying he doesn't want to be there.
Well,
and he's just playing.
Let him be there and let him play us twice, and we kick his ass twice, and then that's good.
Did you watch any highlights of the game or the game? His throws are awful. They are so
terrible.
Off the mark.
I watched the first half. It was god awful.
Yeah, he is overthrowing his receivers. He's not reading the game. He's just a really bad quarterback.
I want to take back my one split that the Steelers had when we picked them. I picked the Browns to win one, and I don't think.
Now you'll be what? Oh, now you're going to go 10? Oh,
no, I originally would no 9 and 8. I'm sticking with 9 and 8. But...
yeah. So I don't know, fellas. I think they're in a bit of trouble, which is funny to watch for us. Like I said, I'm gonna have a good show tomorrow, and I won't rip the host. I'm gonna rip the fans, because the fans are telling me that we were fourth in the division. So no, the Browns have never won it. The Steelers haven't lost the division since 1988.
And the Ravens Thursday night, the Ravens had to have a different tackle because their tackle's hurt.
Yeah, I think the Browns are there too.
Yeah, and Cincinnati. I mean, hey, you lose to the New England Patriots, like, and I can't even. And this is a Bill Belichick coachless team and no Tom Brady. So, I mean, Brady hasn't been around a while, but no Bill Belichick. So you got a new coach and you still look like shit. And Jamar Chase is what? He's not even signed, right?
He's got the deal. He's on a 2-year deal. So he's trying to get signed before he's got 1 year this year, 1 year next year. So he's trying to get signed 2 years in advance, pretty much, which doesn't make too much sense to me.
No, they're not going to pay. If they pay him all that money, they're not going to have anything else.
You got 2 years for the guy. Why would you pay him now? You can pay him next year.
I'm telling you, shut up, play.
So dumb. So, and Higgins wasn't there, I don't think. I think he was out because of injury. But here, let's go for the stats too for the Bengals. We'll switch to them because, by the way, if you watch this game too, Phil, I don't know if you have, or anyone out there, the Patriots played these guys like we would do: run the football and good defense. They and Joe Burrow too. His hand, he's still got a hurt hand. He's not 100%. He's not 100%. So
I don't sweat the Bengals either. We could go 5-1 or 6-0 in our division. Well, we just got to get 4 games somewhere and get into the playoffs.
Brissett went 15 for 24, 121. So Steelers could have been this day. Ramondre Stevenson was awesome. He went 25 carries, 120. Like they ran the ball down their throat. That's all they were doing was running with Stevenson. They ran over them and got 170 yards rushing, controlled the clock, and won the game. And then also Joe Burrow went 21-29. He wasn't throwing the ball further than 10 yards. He was checking down and was trying to find early receivers. So this thing to me is it's like gold to me because everyone was saying to us that we're going to lose the division. We're the worst. We haven't got a quarterback situation. And now with what Shane was saying earlier in the offseason, look out for Fields. Let him become who he is into his player, and he could be your guy for this year, maybe next year. Yeah. So in Fields did
also too, they got to defend against Fields now, and he also got to defend against Russell Wilson when he gets healthy. I think with Wilson behind there in the pocket, you get a little bit more accuracy. Yeah. You might score some touchdowns, but now you can still play both of them. You know what I mean? I mean, you could put Fields in there if Wilson is 100%. You could put Fields in there for a couple series. They can't defend that. They can't fucking defend either quarterback. They don't know who the fuck. Maybe Tomlin's not even going to tell anybody who he's got to tell him by Friday, I think. But he can let everybody guessing until Friday.
Well, we were talking about this before too. Tomlin does this thing where he will say that Russell Wilson's a bit injured. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's 95%. But maybe that's why he'll go with Shane's guy.
He had fucking pads on Sunday. You don't have if you're an emergency quarterback, you don't fucking have pads on. Like he had shoulder pads on.
But maybe it's a blessing in disguise to play the guy, see who Fields is, and then you back up. He's now a veteran quarterback in Russell Wilson.
As long as he gets me 5 rushing touchdowns, I don't give a fuck when we play him. Right. Just play him so I can win money.
Shane, good. What are your thoughts about the Pats and Bengals game? Because I want to find.
I'm surprised that the Bengals laid an egg. I thought they would handle the Patriots. I'm happy as a Steelers fan, but and I know you don't like the Bengals. I don't have any love lost for them, but I can't get over how it seems like the Patriots were just better coached, better prepared.
Mm-hmm. Well, in their house too. In their house, they're all wearing orange. I think I watched the game. I watched the game last night. I think they're more physical. They ran the ball more, and they got to Joe Burrow. And Sean's right. They're going to go 0-2 versus Chiefs.
That's fine.
So, and I want to bring up too as well, and I will tomorrow in the AFC North Roundtable. The fact that we're paying our quarterbacks like $3 million and Lamar Jackson is like $40 million, Joe Burrow $40 million, Watson $200 million. Like those guys combined all lost. You all lost. And in off season, all we heard was the Steelers fans, your team's crap, you're terrible because of this. And they forgot. They forgot the key point was TJ Watt in this defense.
We're getting value meals. We're getting Dairy Queen value meals at our quarterbacking.
We're getting the $5, $1 scratch off.
We're getting that and the $5 you get the 2 for $5 burgers, Dairy Queen. So we're good.
Right.
2 for $5 and a scratch off.
Anything more you guys want to add to the show? Otherwise, we'll start to round it down. Maybe some questions come in the chat if you want to put some questions on Steelers Dynasty Podcast as well, or Steelers Nation Oz. Every time we do this a Tuesday at 9 p.m. as best we can. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm keen to see who plays this week versus the Broncos. I get to wake up at 6 this time, not 3.
Yeah, because it's a 4:25
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
I get to wake up. That's
I
good.
don't hate Dairy Queen, Gene. I love Dairy Queen. I
do
love
too.
Dairy Queen. I just had 2 burgers the other day and a large Oreo Blizzard. I'm good.
I had a few times when I was in Canada, Dairy Queen.
I love Dairy Queen food.
Roberto says, heck, the TV analysis is still talking about how great the Browns defense is. Oh, my goodness. Dude, the Cowboys showed them up. The Cowboys were, I know they signed Dak. You watch that game, they were on fire. Cowboys, they played good football. They were getting the ball. CeeDee Lamb went on fire too.
17. It was like 17-0 or 17-3 when I was watching it.
CeeDee Lamb was on fire. He had some great plays over Denzel Ward and those kind of blokes there too. It was just so amusing to watch for once, just to see the fans inside of the stadium, the Bengals and the Browns going, "Oh, where's our team? Where's our good team?" Really dearly. You guys got anything more to add?
No, I just want to see us go 2-0.
Yeah, put a cherry on this Sunday because Steelers just won a big one and they're gonna win again Monday. So Monday night.
We're playing Sunday, aren't we?
We're playing Sunday afternoon.
Oh, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah,
Sorry.
don't scare me like that.
What's
Damn.
the next Monday night game?
That's my Monday. Are you coming to Australia, Shane? Are you coming to Australia to watch it with me? Go on, dude. It's only a 20-hour flight, you, right? Yeah, my Monday, 6 a.m. Okay, so we've got some questions here. Sean says a favorite pizza topping. Bubba?
Meat lovers. That's pepperoni, meat lovers, anything meat.
Sean, banana peppers and pepperoni.
What's a banana pepper? What's that?
Mild pepper rings.
They're like yellow pepper rings.
Yeah, the little banana.
Yeah. We call them something else. We call them capsicums.
Capsicums.
Capsicums or something like that? I don't know. Gene says, how destructive do you think the defense? Out of 10, 9.5?
The Steelers defense, Gene? Oh,
yeah.
9 and 4 stars.
Yeah, they're doing something.
Close to 10. Like this defense wins you championships anyway. So
the fact that
this is probably the third best defense the Steelers have ever had.
The fact they had this for second half is 51 yards. Second half is adjustments, big time adjustments.
They have people covering the tight ends because the Falcons still has good offense players, good special receivers and running back and tight ends, and we just shut them down. And if we can shut down the tight ends, hey man, Travis Kelce, we'll see you in fucking Christmas time. You know what I mean?
I reckon as well, if we can win this game, go 2-0, it'd be such a boost of confidence to the team going into the home game versus Chargers. It's going to be a tough game as well.
Chargers fucking blow. I watched a little bit of that game too. I get a lot of games. That
was versus the Raiders, right?
Yeah. They barely won that one. They had a big, huge fight.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. That might be banned or something like that.
Yeah, it was like the fucking Rumble in the Jungle.
Right. All right, fellas, I think we're kind of done. I appreciate you guys coming on the show, and we're doing it every single week. So I'm going to record down the stats and who got who in terms of like the top 3 players on points. And at the end of the year, we'll see who we got. We should be able to do it every single Tuesday. And then you guys got your show tomorrow. If you check it out later on, I'll be in the chat somehow, some way. And where are you? You guys are here from the Steelers Dynasty podcast. You're on how many subs? You're on now 159 or something like that?
159, and we had a big plug before week 1. We got 150, and we got 9 more. So, hey, we're close to 160. We're just chipping away like the Titanic iceberg.
Yeah, definitely. You'll get there soon. So you got 159, and your goal was to get to 200 before the bye.
I still need Chloe's address. Hey,
yeah,
Chloe.
I sent it to in the WhatsApp. You're giving away the Steelers hat.
I gave her away. She won the hat. I just got to get her address so I can mail it out to her.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, she still won it. I gave her reprieve.
And Shona, you've got any West Virginia Mountaineer Mafia fans. You've got your own channel called WVU Mountaineer Mafia.
Big game, Pitt, West Virginia. And I don't know if you know this, Mark, but the game at Heinz Field or Acrisure, whatever you want to call it, who had the biggest attendance was actually the Backyard Brawl in 2022 with 70,000 people. So that beat any Steelers game that's ever been.
What date is that? Should I watch that one on my
This is
college?
3:30.
What time?
It'll be 3:30
That's my 8 a.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
8 a.m.
Oh no, it's my 6 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, you can drink a couple brewskis.
No, but you could tune in at like 7 and still catch a little bit of it.
So in what day is it? Saturday?
Saturday.
So that's my Sunday. So Sunday, 6 a.m. I'll be up. I've got to go to work at 8. I'll put it on the thingo.
Put on for a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I have.
Devil says she emailed you, Bubba. You guys will figure it out.
No, she has not emailed me. Tell her,
okay.
Devil, to
Chloe,
email
Bubba.
Email me so I can get the goddamn hat.
or email Jaredevil, and Jaredevil will email Bubba or something.
Yeah.
If Devil emails me, that means he's getting a hat, and then he can fight out Chloe for the hat.
Do I get a free hat when I go there? Or I'm going to pay for it. How much are they?
Yes.
Do I get a free hat?
Yeah, we'll get you one.
I'll wear it to the game.
Oh, there she is. Hey,
Email.
That's like Beetlejuice. Holy shit.
Huh?
Chloe, just email me.
Huh?
She said,
Email
hey,
me.
Bubba. She said, Bubba who?
Bubba, what?
Bubba who?
Just email me on the
Bubba Brewer.
Triple B.
Oh, I didn't have this on today. You guys don't have your tags in the bottom. My bad.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, the whole time for hour and 11 minutes.
Oh, that's okay.
Hardest working podcast in
That's
Western
all right.
PA.
Well, I did get it. Hold on, I'll show you. I did get this. Oh shit! I did get this.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, the second I lost out to
I got?
a
I've
mental
got
health podcast.
Oh, you got second.
Shit.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I got
just the woke.
second. I got
That's the
second 2
woke.
years in a row.
They had to go then because they couldn't choose a sports podcast.
Well, they
Mental
couldn't.
health.
And the YouTube channel got like 20. It's a gun safety gun thing. They got like 6,000 subscribers or something.
You know
or
what? Though
18.
sometimes I think that sports talk is mental health. But I'm a massive advocate of mental health. You know, man.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Chloe, you have to email Bubba.
I
Email
said your
for the
name.
hat. Yeah.
For the hat. Yes, the hat.
Email for the hat, the one you're wearing.
The one, no, the other one. The one with the white, the trucker hat. Just email me, Chloe. You did win. I'll give it to you. I swear to God. I can't give it to you if you don't give me an address.
Ah.
Alrighty. All right, fellas. So I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow on your show, on the Steelers
Sure.
Dynasty podcast, like I said. Great show. We really broke down the game. I'm looking forward now to the Broncos. And I think the Steelers have a really good chance to go 2-0. I think they can improve as well on the offense as we keep going forward, man. I really see some good things for our team. And, I can't wait to rip in tomorrow for these guys on the AFC North Roundtable.
Oh, kick their ass. Don't even take no for an answer. Just keep bashing. I'm going to be watching you, and I'll be – just say no. Three of them don't have nothing to say. They have nothing to say.
We had the 0 and where are they? 0 and 1. Oh, did I get rid of it? No, I wouldn't get rid of it.
Zeros.
We had these guys, the 0 and 1 Ravens. Oh,
Yeah, toe tappers.
That sucks.
Toe tappers.
We had the Patriots the Bengals who should have beat the Patriots by far. Like you are meant to be a dynasty team, a new Super Bowl team window with the Bengals. Lost, terrible. And the Browns, overhyped Browns, with Deshaun Watson is fighting another case and he can't throw a football to save his life.
I love it. I hate. The only thing I like from Ohio is the NFL Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The whole other state sucks.
Yeah, I've been to the Hall of Fame. It was great.
Yeah, I don't like anything else in Ohio.
Alrighty. Thanks, fellas. And let's get out of here. Do we have we don't think we have any. Oh, we got some music to end it, I think. Yeah, we'll play the good music. Anything else, Shane? You're all good, mate?
No, I'm doing great. Good times. I'll see you guys next week.
I'll see you tomorrow, Shane.
See you later. All right.
You're like, hey, we're a big.
Well, I went back in time and I got my hair. I went back in time and got Steelers Nation Australia.